welcome back
to annual Q&A of Gakuen and P-Skates.
the 3rd annual edition in
Beautiful island of Miyajima. So we're gonna answer you guys questions from IG story that is gonna be amazing.
and a little momiji manju. Let's get into it. I haven't seen any deer, have you?
No, actually, it's kind of weird.
First question, how do you meet creators like Peace to work with? Funny question, because actually we went to the same high school. So I've known Peace since I was like 15, 16?
15, 16.
10 years, more, yeah.
Yeah, so we've been friends for about more than 10 years. We've been doing almost the same shit for the entire time, and we're lucky enough to still work together. So that's very cool. But for example, let's say our friend Tatsuki, we met him through Instagram. So I think that's like, I guess, the easiest way to
reach
find.
out to
just reach
fellow
out.
creators.
Yeah.
How old are you in Peace? I'm 24 and Peace is 36.
No. I'm 26, turning 27 next year.
And I'm 24, turning 29 next year.
If there's one thing that our viewers can take away from our videos, what would it be?
I think just don't take it too seriously. I think if you enjoy it, it'll come out, be more authentic. You're gonna enjoy it, everybody's gonna enjoy it. It's gonna look better, feel better.
My videos back when I was college used to be more informative, but now I feel like it's just straight vibes. I just try to make something that I enjoy to make, but still aiming for growth, just a little bit, but 80% straight vibes.
Next question, should you focus on photo or video or do both together?
I mean, you do both.
I do both, but I would say if you really enjoy both, do both, but I wouldn't recommend if you're looking for growth to do both. I would like niche down a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe do one first and then.
If you're a complete hobbyist, I think doing both is completely fine. But if you want to monetize some of your creative work out there, I feel like focus on one thing and keeping other as a hobby.
That's a good way.
I still shoot film, I shoot digital photos, but mainly I make money from videos. So you can do both, but if you want to live off of it,
videos?
I think I do.
What cars do you and Peace drive? Peace drives.
I drive 2011 JB23 Jimny from Suzuki. That thing is 90% modified. It's not even the engine stock, but the outside of the car is not stock anymore. And I absolutely love my baby. She's beautiful.
I drive a 1994 KZJ78 Prado, maroon, custom color. Originally was green. And Peace recently helped me get the rack on. And they're supposed to be reliable, reasonably reliable. Very big, it's raised a few inches. Yeah.
Go for it.
Which one do you want?
Yeah, I want to get that momiji manju. Yeah.
It's the best.
Mami manju. I can't really tell what this is. It's because you're a ninja.
It's not focusing. No, that's fire. Next question, can you guys please do a fashion video?
What are those?
Well, we're glad you asked. The hat is Arc'teryx. I still do not know how to wear this, the angle and stuff, so I'm just gonna wear it as a cold protection gear. And this is never that down jacket. Extremely warm. I'm only wearing one layer under this. Sheesh. Beautiful. I've been wearing this for like 2 years. Still looks pretty brand new. Pants. Sansangia. It's a Korean brand. And the shoes, these are the Danner Journal Standard collab, Japan Limited. This is the most comfy leather boots that I own. It's a low cut too, so that's cool.
Vintage trucker memorabilia, custom back strap, $10 eBay. Montbell Ignis down jacket, 1000 fill, Gore-Tex Labs. A little bit expensive, but very nice.
A little bit.
Pants, vintage. I don't know what brand this is. Just not quite Realtree camo. Shoes, Bondi 8s, Stealth. Watch, Apple Watch Ultra. Why shoot film?
Well, obviously.
What's your favorite camera right now?
My favorite camera right now is probably gonna be, well, Contax T2 obviously, but EOS 7S, I even made a video about it. It's a film SLR, that's a last film camera from Canon. It's an amazing camera, it's interchangeable lenses, so you can change with any EF lenses. Amazing camera, how about you?
Definitely favorite everyday, T3. Just so easy, so light, too expensive, but great, great photos. Second favorite camera is probably the Contax 645. That's a great camera for, actually no, I take that back. The Fuji GA645. That's a fun camera for medium format.
Camera, yeah,
Point and shoot, medium format camera. How to grow as a creator. I feel stuck in a loop creating client projects that feel repetitive.
Been there.
Same.
Yeah. I feel like each person have a different strategy, but in my case, I focus on growing social media while doing the repetitive stuff. And I used to work in a full-time job as well. So that was my kind of way to get out from the loop. You can also find like other client while working on repetitive client, I guess. But retainer is also mentally stable because you will get your pay.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
both.
Yeah, it has both benefit and not good part about it.
I feel if you're doing too much client work, then you don't put enough effort into your own social work, and then you don't grow because you don't put enough love towards it.
Yeah.
You gotta nurture both.
Yeah.
So you gotta still make guap to survive.
Gotta chase the cheese.
Get the cafe au lait. You gotta pay rent. But you also gotta work on your social stuff, your own personal stuff. I think you should dedicate a little bit of time. How much time do you dedicate? I dedicate all my time.
Next question, what keeps us going? End of my career, I wanna work either for like a brand as a creative, or I wanna work as a creative for my home prefecture, Hiroshima, like a tourism board type of job. So either of those. Maybe in my 40s, I want to dedicate my life to Hiroshima. So that's keeps me going. Like I want to learn and grow more in this creative field. And not only that, learn how a lot of like stuff that revolves around creative stuff works as well. So that keeps me going rather than like motivational stuff. Because for me, motivation, I want to do like full marathon and bodybuilding show and stuff. That's more like David Goggins mentality type shit.
The Momiji Manju.
I want to be Momiji Manju, yes. Tracking.
For me, what keeps me going? I don't know. I don't really have big goals or anything, actually. I literally enjoy every single day, like making videos with Peace and Q&As and YouTube videos and reels. I love making reels. Trying to figure out ways that I can keep doing what I'm already doing right now is what's motivating me to
enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey.
It's not about the destination. It's about the
odyssey.
The destination and the journey and the cafe au lait.
Tracking your hand. Crazy.
One piece of advice you'd give yourself at the beginning of your career.
For me, like rather than posting as many videos as possible. Beginning, I think you should post less. This is kind of controversial. You should post less, but focusing on improving your skill for each videos. My problem I had was I was posting so much.
You were posting
so many videos.
You were posting like 3 a week?
3 a week for 4 years, but I did not really improve. Rather that's strategy for the video, like the marketing wise, and the visual aspect / editing of the video as well. All the video looked kind of the same and it was very repetitive. So to focus on the growth, like Gox. He posts like 1 video per 3 months, but each video is like completely different than the other. I feel like that's way better in the long run because when you want to be more consistent, you already have the baseline of the skill, so you can make high quality videos for more. So I feel like just focus on your skills more, like improving.
One thing that I did, and I wish I did more of, is after every project, whether that's a personal project or client project, I had like a notebook and I wrote down one thing that I thought I did really well and one thing I didn't do really well. You can even do like 2 things, but being more self-analytical and really thinking about what you could improve on and not like making a whole list of stuff that you want to improve on, but like one thing, and the next project improving on that one thing. So if it's like color grading or like your hand movements or your whatever, it can be any part of the whole process. Being more analytical about it. Don't just being like, I want to be better. Be like, I want to be better in this specific way. I want to be better at my whip transitions out.
Be a self-critic.
Yeah, be a self-critic.
Be a self-critic.
Not too critical,
Yeah.
but critical enough.
Yeah, be negative to yourself. Please.
We're gonna get so much hate in this. Do you and Peace purposely schedule videos at the same time? Yes.
Not really.
It just says 9 p.m. is best time, so I just posted 9 p.m.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When do you post?
8 p.m.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, 8 p.m.
Oh.
You post at 9?
Yeah, I do post at 9.
Oh. I mean, I really don't have like specific time that I post, but usually 8 p.m. Because I go to sleep at 9. Yeah. Huh.
Let's go down for the next one.
Okay. Color grading tips. Do you have any?
I do. DaVinci Resolve users, use the color slice tool. It's a new panel inside DaVinci Resolve 19, but it's basically you can adjust the density, saturation, and hue of any color, including skin tones. It's crazy. It actually is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Have you tried it?
I use it all the time. It's the best
go.
feature ever. For me, I also use DaVinci as well. If you especially use like a film-ish power grade, learn how to use S-curve for contrast. Learning S-curve, absolute game changer.
What's your favorite thing about Japan? My favorite thing about Japan is the food. Food and convenience.
You're pretty foodie now.
I'm a big foodie, yeah.
My favorite thing about Japan is the atmosphere. I like how everything is intertwined. Not only the culture, people, but food as well. Everything's kind of matching. The vibe is like, the EQ is the same.
Aesthetic.
And I love it a lot. Also, vending machine and convenience store. Can't live without them. I'm sorry.
Technically food.
Technically, yeah, I guess food.
And convenience.
Convenience food. Convenience stores food.
Nanochiki.
Nanochiki.
Jagabi, jagarigo.
Okay, so what's been a game changer to your videography aside from consistency? That's a great question.
I think learning good audio. If you figure out good audio, your visuals can be not great. But if your audio is good for storytelling, cinematic stuff, I think that's probably the biggest game changer. It's like figuring out audio.
Go ahead. Yeah, no problem. In my situation, other than consistency, improving your gear. I'm sorry, gear doesn't matter technically, but it does matter at a certain point. Even if you're consistent, if you want to improve your stuff, at a certain point you have to invest in your gear. Don't be irresponsible like me, but
be responsible.
Be responsible, yeah.
Is the A7C II a good camera to start working on personal and commercial projects?
A7C II, personally, it's a great personal camera rather than professional gig. I feel like if you're only doing professional gig, A7 IV is better because it has dual SD card slots, so you can have a backup, whatever you're shooting.
That's so underrated.
That's so underrated. So underrated. But if you're just making content for yourself, A7C II, I feel like it's the best camera ever.
That's what we're shooting on right now. A7C II. I agree. The single SD card slot is kind of a killer. The dual native, yeah, it's really nice. I use the FX3 for most clients, same.
Yeah, FX3 is
I feel like if you could only afford half the price of FX3 though, I think the A7C II is good enough. But maybe the A7 IV is a bit, how much are they?
It's a bit more expensive than A7C II. And it's a bit bigger too.
I think maybe A7 IV is better choice, to be honest.
To be honest, if you're like doing client work.
Pro work, yeah.
If you're vlogging, best camera.
That's the one.
That's the one.
Kevin, FX3 or A7C II? There you have it.
Good choice.
Best Ieke ramen near the Tokyo area.
Oh, y'all want to know the answer, huh? My absolute favorite, it's not near Tokyo, but it's called Yoshimuraya. It's one of the OGs of the Ieke ramen. That one is insane. But usually that's 90-minute wait. So where you want to go is the Yamazakiya, which is like close to that one as well, which is pretty good. It's like 700 yen per bowl. Pretty good.
My favorite is in Kawasaki. Yuka's recommendation, it's called kondoya.
Kondoya?
You get the ramen, but then you get the cabbage with chashu.
Oh.
Together, it's like 1,000 yen. Unbelievable. Sensational.
What can I do for you?
Recommend. Do you shoot 4K vertical for your reels always? Or do you crop wide 4K shots into reels format?
99% of the vertical videos that I shoot, it's shot vertically. And all the horizontal videos that I post on short form, it's usually rotated 90 degrees.
He cheats.
I cheat all the time.
He cheats. I hate cropping. I hate the resolution loss. If you're gonna shoot, don't be shooting campaigns and audience and social assets. Social first. Rig your Arri Alexa 35 vertically. You know?
Rotate that.
Why not? Hold your camera like a phone. It's TikTok. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Cheat. Hey. Like a vlog. It's more like towards.
The vlog one?
Yeah.
つばんねこれ。めっちゃうまい。
He was talking so much crap about this Tsuban place, the bachan. He was like, Tsuban. They didn't live deer.
Bro, that transition in the story is crazy. He's like, yo, he was talking mad shit about the, oh wait, look at that deer.
That deer crazy though. The question is long form or short form content for someone starting their vlogging journey. But I want to mix it a little bit. What would you recommend somebody if they're just starting on YouTube and want to create maybe a vlogging niche channel?
My personal experience of 11 years on YouTube is that now the YouTube landscape is totally different compared to when I started or when we started. They have short form now and long form, so I think utilizing both is gonna be
short
better.
Form and like what, YouTube Shorts?
YouTube Shorts.
Yeah. I thought you meant like 5-minute videos versus 15-minute videos.
In terms of that, for vlogging, I feel like the longer is better nowadays for some reason. It just performs very well.
How long do you think?
You can go max to like 20 to 30 minutes.
What would you recommend, like an ideal time?
I will recommend starting off 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
10 minutes.
Okay.
Just,
is that not too short? No?
I don't think so. If you like dedicate yourself trying to convince people a great storytelling in your video while vlogging, and if the video is good, I feel like 10 minutes is good. Then you put your practice in it, especially person who's like starting off. Then when you get used to it, when you get in the flow and people know about you a little bit more better and you understand your niche, then you can maybe branch out to 20 minutes, 30 minutes and create a good 20, 30 minutes video.
Do you think it matters more about the content of like what they're actually doing every day, or do you think their personality is more important?
Starting off, what you're doing is more important than your personality.
Okay.
I feel like people messing with you will come later after what you're doing in the video. I personally like more personality-driven videos. That's because
like Emma Chamberlain, love Emma Chamberlain.
Yeah.
All she does is, she's very talented, but a lot of her content is just her in a room.
But also
talking.
she started very early though.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, when the city was not
personality driven.
Yeah.
But I think a combination of that with maybe doing some interesting things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just
going to interesting places, you know?
Yeah, make a crazy vibe out of a video, especially vlog. I feel like vibe matters a lot. Yeah.
That's fair.
Even you have zero personality, if the video has great angles, great scenery with like lo-fi chill jazz.
True that.
Yeah, crazy.
That's
I will watch that. And finally, what are you gonna do differently in 2025?
2025. Woo! I think this year I'm gonna focus a little bit more on YouTube and personal content. I think last year I started really gung-ho on client work a lot, did a lot of projects. It was fun, but I think this year I'm gonna limit myself, do maybe one client project a month, if that, like one big one, and then try to do more personal content, sponsored content, and some more vibey YouTube videos. Touch up.
For me, pretty much exactly the same as the client work side. For me, at least, I want to keep all my sponsor on short form. And if I'm doing short form, if I'm doing sponsor, I'll keep it on short form. And for my long form, at least 2025, I want to keep it as sponsor free as possible. And trying to show love to the people who watch the videos on my channel. Going all in on YouTube for sure. That's just a fact. I need to bring 2018 piece back.
Let's go.
That's for sure. That's just like a thing.
And that concludes 2025 third annual Peace Gates and Gaku Q&A session. Thank you very much for staying with us, and big shout out to Tamaki-san, Masato-san, for filming the entire video today. This year, very excited. If you're interested in sponsoring this series, this is an annual series. We're going for at least hopefully 30 years consecutively. If you're interested in sponsoring this episode next year,
please, please, whoever's watching this. But this was the 2025 annual Q&A. We will see you guys next year in 2026 here in Miyajima. See you guys next year.
See you next year. The question was long form or short form for a person beginning their.
Holy smokes, bro.
The question was going straight for peace. It was like
crazy.
What cars do you and Peace drive? Peace drives.
Oh fuck! What I'm saying? Go on.